You want me to put that on my Tudor?
I am the sexiest dancer. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. There's no doubt that the Ultra still has the moves and can throw those shapes on the dance floor, getting the old snake hips doing what they do best, and ensuring that those admiring glances are received. All lovely, lovely fuel. I still have the big box, little box, big box, little box shakedown. And whilst the Ultra is a thing of joy to behold on the dance floor, this isn't about me. You may have gathered that it's Harry's wife who has been filmed dancing. You haven't seen it? Surely not. I should imagine most people have been treated to the spectacle of someone having filmed Harry's wife from an adjoining box and it then having made its way around the internet. You haven't seen it? Well, dearie me. Well, in order to ensure that the maximum is obtained from this particular video about Harry's wife's narcissism, let us pause for a moment and you can indulge. Here it comes. There you are. Now, some of you may have felt an urge to throw some dollar bills towards her, forgetting that she was dancing at a concert. Or some of you might have been wondering when she's going to start throwing her clothes off. But there'll be those who think, well, she's just enjoying herself at a concert. She's gone to see Beyoncé and she's getting down and getting her groove on. What's there to see here? Well, naturally, many of you will have your views as to the standard of her dancing, and that's a matter for you. What's of greater interest to me is what this dancing signifies. And no, it isn't so much an analysis of her body language, although that plays a part, but to convey to you what's really going on with Harry's wife when she's dancing. You will dance because you enjoy the tune. There'll be a certain banger that makes you want to break out your moves. Whether it's nailing your feet to the floor and swaying from side to side, or poking your fingers towards people, or getting a full-on twerk, whatever it might be, you're driven to do so because you resonate with the music. You feel the rhythm, you feel the beat, whether it's fast, whether it's slow, whether it's thrash metal or some ear-bleeding techno that's pouring into your ears. Whatever it might be, whether it's your favourite artist or just a song that really gets you going, you feel the urge to dance. People enjoy dancing. They enjoy the sensation of feeling the music, the movement that goes with it. They may enjoy the fact that they're dancing with other people, that they see the joy and delight in the eyes of others, the shared experience of everybody dancing along to a particularly raucous tune. But what about Harry's wife? What's going on with her when she's dancing? Well, remember, she's surrounded by other people. The people in the box, although Harry appears to have run off to check the latest reviews of Heart of Invictus and then no doubt try and cheer himself up in the toilet. But she's with other people, the other people in the box, including her mum, a non-intimate secondary source, friends, non-intimate secondary sources, and tertiary sources who are the strangers that are at the event. Accordingly, because she is with other people, her narcissism must ensure that she keeps those people under control and asserts control over them. And therefore, her dancing isn't being undertaken because she's enjoying herself, although that's what her narcissism will tell her. Her dancing is being done in order to cause people to look at her so that they are brought under control, kept under control, and that she receives fuel from people yelling, "You go, girl," or applauding her, or smiling at her, whatever it might be. Furthermore, she'll be gaining thought fuel from imagining people seeing that she's being filmed, because there's no way she didn't know that she was being filmed. Wouldn't surprise me if someone had been set up to film her and then splash it all over the internet. Either way, even if that wasn't set up, she'd be aware that she was being filmed. In this instance, she's actually thinking, look at me, I'm the sexiest dancer, I've got all the moves. People are looking at me, not Beyoncé. Because she has to be the centre of the universe. If you were to put that to her, she would naturally deny it, because her narcissism would act as that defence shield. First line of the twin lines of narcissistic defence, namely denial. But that is what is actually going on, because it's what her narcissism must do. It must control, it must draw fuel, and therefore it creates the mindset that she is the main draw, that people will be looking at her, admiring her, thinking, wow, she's got all the moves. Notice, for instance, one of the first things that she does is pushes her hair upwards with her hand, as if she was trying to do some kind of sexy lap dance for ginger bollocks. Ordinarily, nobody dances like that, but Harry's wife is doing so because she regards herself as the centre of attention. Hence, she breaks out the run your fingers through your hair move, then a little clap to the front, and then starts shaking her backside. Bit more jigging about, and then swooshing the arms around. It's all being done for the purposes of drawing attention. And in that moment, she believes that she is that centre of attention. Hence why she breaks out the moves that she does. There will be those who think she's just dancing. She is dancing, but remember, because there are other people around her, the prime aims must be pursued, and they're being pursued through her dancing. And her narcissism causes her to believe that she's a really sexy dancer, that lots of people are looking at her, that lots of people think, wow, isn't she hot? Look at those fantastic moves. Hence, you get this slightly strange dance routine that's witnessed. It's only 15 seconds worth, but it gives you a very good flavour as to what's really going on with Harry's wife. You see, if she were stood still in a room with somebody else, she'd need to assert control over them. So she might do so by way of conversation, batting her eyelashes at them, in some instances ignoring somebody. It depends whether it's a benign or a malign manipulation. But the point is that when someone is around, her narcissism must ensure that that person is brought under control, kept under control, and if they're threatening control, those threats are nullified. All of the time this is going on. As I've explained to you before, it's like a background app, monitoring her behaviours, monitoring what's going on around her, and compelling her to behave in a particular way. Nothing is done just for the sake of doing it. It is always done for one or more of the prime aims. And here, her narcissism encouraged her to portray herself as the sexiest dancer on the planet, to usurp Beyoncé, because after all, she doesn't care about Beyoncé, she only cares about herself, and to try and control people and draw fuel by breaking out the moves that she does. I will leave you now, following that explanation, with a bit more of her dancing. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.